This is Pawn Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo, who shot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazon, a.k.a. El Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know the announcement that Spence is going to be fighting Ugas. So for Crawford, I'm sorry, man, they off limits. Keith Thurman going to be fighting Mario Barrios pay-per-view on February 5th. Keith Thurman is off limit. Daniel Garcia is moving on to the 154. Manny Pacquiao retired. Sean Porter retired. Who Crawford's going to fight in the meantime as he waits for the winner of Ugas and Spence so they could unify the title as an undisputed bout. Who is the #1 WBO mandatory? The man that has been calling out Bud Crawford. The man is in position to fight Bud Crawford. Matter of fact, he was in position to fight Bud Crawford before the Sean Porter, before the political move by the WBO, and then they took Vergil Ortiz from #1, put him back to #2, put Sean Porter to #1 out of nowhere and things of that nature. But you know what? In the meantime, why not just fight your good old #1 rated fighter in Vergil Ortiz? Vergil Ortiz don't got an opponent. You don't got an opponent. These other guys is off limits. He's the #1 WBO man, WBO #1 rated fighter. Hey, how about you take care of this future mandatory? So you know why he should take care of the future mandatory? Because if he just waits for the Spence and Ugas, who's going to be fighting probably in April, that means he's going to be fighting them probably in November, maybe, which then the WBO could be like, you know what? We're going to mandate the fight. We have to mandate your mandatory because it's almost going to be a year. So how about you just get rid of this mandatory and Vergil Ortiz? I know it's going to be harsh to just push Vergil Ortiz off. But in the meantime, since everybody has an opponent, stay busy. Get Vergil Ortiz. And matter of fact, Vergil Ortiz is the #1 rated in the WBC. Hey, how about you put it this way, you be doing your dirty work and Spence's dirty work. And an undefeated, young, promising superstar. I know that Golden Boy will put Vergil Ortiz versus Bud Crawford. I mean, he likes to test his fighters. So what do you think, folks? You're a network free agent anyway. So you could just walk into the zone. The zone is throwing that bag. Work with Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, Vergil Ortiz. Man, that fight could be in Texas or so, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The zone got new money. How about it, y'all? How about it? Terence Crawford versus Vergil Ortiz. Let Boots Ennis Boots Ennis is one of the young hungry lions in the IBF. He's gonna be gunning for Spence. He's gonna be fighting probably a final title eliminator to be the mandatory to Spence. You already know in the IBF, man. It's been a long time for Spence to fight a mandatory. The last mandatory that Spence fought was Carlos Ocampo. That was like 2018. But anyway, he's going to be fighting a unification bout. Whether people like it or not, it's still a unification bout. And like I said in the other video, maybe people just got to give credit or support Ugas. Ugas been working his ass off to be in this position. I know everybody want to see Bud Crawford, Spence. I want to see it too. But you know what? I've been saying it for almost 3 years. This fight is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So in the meantime, if the elite fighters is frustrating you by not giving you what you want, how about we support your young, hungry lions like Vergil Ortiz, one of the phenom in the sport of boxing, a power hitter, one of the best left hooks in the game, ferocious, baby, ferocious. I ain't talking about Cambosa, I'm talking about Vergil Ortiz, ferocious Vergil Ortiz. That would be a good matchup. And didn't Bud Crawford said after the Maurice Hooker fight that he'll beat Vergil Ortiz easy? A lot of people has been questioning if these young hungry lions like Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz is ready. Oh, yo, they are more than ready. I mean, who you gonna put in front of them so you could be like, okay, they ready for the elite fighters? I think that Vergil Ortiz, out of all the young in the welterweight division, I believe that he has the best resume, has the best opposition, in which he has showed the people that he is ready for Bud Crawford, Spence, Keith Thurman, Ugas, anybody in the welterweight division. So, how about it, y'all? Terence Bud Crawford, in the meantime, as you wait for the winner of Ugas and Spence, don't just wait. Just don't wait. Stay seasoned. I mean, a guy like Canelo Alvarez, he fought like 4 times in the span of 11 months. I know that Bud Crawford stays in the gym. Why not how about exactly what I was saying earlier? Do some business with the zone. The zone to throw in the bag. I think that's an incredible matchup. I think that's an exciting matchup. You know what I'm saying? Vergil Ortiz throws a lot of punches. He throws hard, and he throws it hard. He throws a hard pause. You know, got a good stiff jab. He's like Earl Spence, but the orthodox. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see that fight. I would love to see that fight. I don't want Bud Crawford just waiting. I don't want Bud Crawford just waiting. He only fought one time, I think, this past year. You feel me? So I think he should be more seasoned than that. You know, and probably get the Vergil Ortiz fight around March, or maybe the same time that Ugas and Earl Spence gonna be fighting. I think that's still a build up to the fight, right? And then finally fight probably in September or November, depending if Bud Crawford could beat Vergil Ortiz. And then look, how about if Vergil Ortiz beat Bud Crawford, right? How about if Vergil Ortiz beat Bud Crawford? And then the winner of, let's say, Earl Spence beat Ugas. They came from the same class. Meaning, you know, they came from the same trainer, the same upbringing, the same. That's why they almost not identical, but they have similar styles. Can you imagine Vergil Ortiz September around the Mexican Independence week? Vergil Ortiz, Earl Spence in Texas. Oh shoot! I'm just saying that Vergil Ortiz beat Bud Crawford. But if Bud Crawford beats Vergil Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? Let's say if Ugas beat Earl Spence, in which a lot of people don't think this is going to happen, but that could happen. Dennis Ugas has beaten Bud Crawford in the amateurs. So maybe Bud Crawford want to get his get back, and that'll be an undisputed bout. Ladies and gentlemen, and any scenario will be good. Ladies and gentlemen, the future pay-per-view fight, in my opinion, is going to be Vergil Ortiz and Boots Ennis. Now, I do want to see this fight with Vergil Ortiz and Bud Crawford. Now, does his team, not Bud Crawford, because we already know he got the heart of a lion, but does his team have the balls to put their guy, Vergil Ortiz, Bud Crawford, to fight Vergil Ortiz? I do believe that Golden Boy Promotions will put Vergil Ortiz up against anybody in the welterweight division. I think it's time. What do y'all think, man? Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give me updated videos. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.